coming to you. Coming to you live from Northwell Ice Center in East Meadow, the A-Division Championship. The LI Warriors Summer Shootout. Coming on in just a moment. It'll be between the LI Warriors Wright and local 638 Steamfitters. Should be an excellent game between these two teams to decide championship supremacy in the A division. Both of these teams riding high heading into this contest. And obviously the home crowd in support of everyone out there on the ice, but especially the LI Warriors. Big thanks to them. A extra big thank you to Jimmy Calderon for really helping set this entire event up, the COO and head coach of the LI Warriors. Had him on during the youth game just a moment ago right here on the North Rink at the Northwell Ice Center. Matter of fact, it's not. This is the Al Arbor Rink at the Northwell Ice Center. We're ready for puck drop between the Steamfitters, local 638, and the LI Warriors. LI Warriors win the opening draw. Puck possessed by Andrew Satola. He'll quickly lead it ahead. A slap shot from DeCarolis. Deflects up and over. The net out of play. Just a mere 18 seconds into period number one. Defensive zone draw control from the Steamfitters, and Tommy Krotz will try to outlet out the far side. Aggressive forecheck there from Kieran Baisley, keeping it alive for the moment for the Warriors, but now 638 able to come away, or SF. Steamfitters 638 will be interchanging those. Quick counterattack for the Warriors. Baisley round the net, will center one. Getting the stick in the lane. Now bat out of midair by Wright. I'm going to say not with a high stick. Riley will pick it up. That's Luke Riley. Backhanding one across. Intercepted. Excellent read by Baisley. Baisley trying to get to Carolis, going the other way. Instead, it's back with Wright. It's number 21. That's Kevin Wright. Two Wright. Kevin and Kenny Wright representing the Steamfitters, as that one squeaks through right between the legs of starting netminder for the LI Warriors, Chris DeRose. And the Steamfitters strike first and lead 1-0. Jack Johnson goes right through the feet of DeRose. How will the Warriors respond? Puck dumped in. Quick exit and an odd man rush for Steamfitters. Wright, wrist shot high and wide. Oh, Kenny Wright got all of that one. And now out in front, quickly cleared, not out of danger. Holding, shooting, save made. Condan, Tommy Condan with an excellent opportunity. A brilliant save made by DeRose. Warriors clear only as far as Kenny Wright. Now puck on the goal scorer stick, Jack Johnson. He'll go D to D. Bartels leading Condan in the zone. Josepher passed it off. A one-time blast there from Kenny Wright. Couldn't find the net mount. Now still it is Wright. Bartels. 12:25 to go first period. Steamfitters with the 1-0 lead, trying to add to it. Bartels. Little saucer pass to Wright. Wright fed it out in front. Condan unable to get one off and lifted to center and cleared by Steve Timmons. Or pardon me, Timmons coming out here now. That was Tim Quinlan wearing number 16. And now Feldman on the forecheck. Jeremy Feldman had the opportunity to talk with just the other day. Feldman outreach with the stick there. Instead, it's still the Steamfitters moving forward with it. Pass intended for and a little bit behind Kersh, but Kersh makes the most of it. The backhand shot goes wide. Kersh catches up with it in the far corner. He'll flip one along. Feldman will keep things moving. On back to the point. Barry, low shot. Never made it through. Good block there. Out in front, another shot blocked, that time by Feldman. Barry lets one fly, and getting the stick on it was DeRose. And finally able to clear are the Warriors, trying to get a forecheck going here, Alex Dumont. Now puck with Steve Timmons. Timmons gets through. Timmons! Great save. Rebound still available. But passing his first test in net. An outstanding save, Jake Rosenthal. Back the other way. Shields defended well by Joe Longway. And carried ahead by DeCarolis. Played it down to the opposite side, and turnaround chance for Feldman goes through. And now a chance to break out. Satola broke it up. Alert defensive play and defensive stick there from Satola. Now DeCarolis drops it for Satola. Satola fakes, shoots, deflected, and nearly hit on by the one-timer there of Ray Pennington. Instead, Steamfitters still ahead, 1-0. As we're about 15 seconds past the 10-minute mark. No icing here as DeCarolis would have beat it out to play it in net. Goaltender for the Steamfitters. And Rosenthal, now a low shot handled by Rosenthal. That one taken by Curbs, wearing number 28. Pennington on the far point. He'll play it down low. Wheeling with it, Baisley. Baisley, he'll carry it around the net. Put one out in front. Excellent stick check defensively there by Luke Riley to prevent that grade A scoring chance for the LA Warriors. Steamfitters going the other way. Chipped around. And ultimately possessed in the corner now by Josepher. Josepher to the net, scores! Zack Josepher makes it 2-0 in favor of 638, the Steamfitters. Here's another look. Using the body, protecting the puck, backhand, forehand, between the legs. Beautiful finish there from Zack. Doubles the Steamfitters' advantage, 2-0. Fanning on the shoot-around, there was netminder Rosenthal. Warriors still trying to establish the forecheck. Clinch out there. Brett Clinch. Helped out by Curbs. Chevalier lost the handle. Here's Josepher. Fresh off that goal. Josepher swept it across. Swing and a miss from Tommy Krotz. He had a good look right there out in front. Point shot handled. Rebound wide. Still the pressure being applied by the Steamfitters. Kenny Wright couldn't quite find the back of the net on that rebound attempt. Back the other way, Josepher. Centering feed. Hit a body, ended on goal where it's covered by Chris DeRose. And now is a great time to remind all of you fine folks at home that if you want to find photos, you want to find extra content from this amazing weekend of hockey, the summer shootout, you can find photos at aztekphotos.com, AZTEK photos.com, as well as on our social media page. That would be at LI Sports Network. We truly do appreciate all the immense support that we have gathered and garnered out, helping to bring this tournament to the fine people at home. Couldn't be here for it. A one-timer out in front. Brilliant blocker save made by DeRose, who, since allowing that early goal, has rounded quite nicely into form. Bartell's trying to move it on ahead, knocked off his stick. Quinlan try to handle, ends up in the LI Warriors bench. Also, if you want to support us, absolutely can by hitting the subscribe button. Here you will find tons of hockey throughout the season, covering the Suffolk County High School Hockey League, covering the New York Islanders High School Hockey League, ACHA, and so much more, including the LIAHL, where we will be doing the Game of the Week for the LIHL teams. That shot ends up ramping out of play, came off the stick of Stephen Timmons. 6:34 to go here in the first period. It is local 6-3-8. The Steamfitters ahead 2-0. And Feldman gets knocked down right off the faceoff, pops right back up. Opportunity awaits here as it goes off the glove of Rosenthal. Defender helps out, and then whoa, he got some rough stuff here. Finding himself in the mix that time. Stephen Timmons. He's still exchanging words out there with the Steamfitters. Just had to blow off some steam, I suppose. Got a laugh out of my producer, Sam. Maybe one of you fine folks at home chuckled. Anyway, another big collision. Longway knocked down by Castellan. Meanwhile, here is Condan to the net. Can't quite find the loose puck out in front. Now a chance for a breakout for the Warriors, and they'll take it. Ended up on goal from the neutral zone, handled with relative ease by Jake Rosenthal. Kersh just trying to lead into the zone. Willie Shields. Satola back on it. Who's in the backhand to protect the puck. Now forehand Satola weaving in and out of defenders. Great rush up ice here from Satola. Now he's got DeCarolis. DeCarolis, a backhander around. Keeps the cycle moving. Baisley, far corner. Far boards. On back for the low shot from Kersh. Still loose out in front. Ultimately rescued. Good defensive play there by Kevin Barry of the Steamfitters. Now carrying it ahead. But being thwarted in the process was Meadow. Now Kersh. Shot stick to side. Excellent save there from Rosenthal, and high hockey IQ play made by Kersh going between the legs of the defender. DeCarolis. Nice little toe drag. Far board surrounded by Steamfitters. And the puck comes out. Sauced over to Wetherall. Had to come off his stick. Now Wright the other way. Kevin Wright centers. And a great back-checking play defensively for the Warriors. Prevented any real dangerous chance there from Joey Meadow. And so with 4:28 to go in the first period of the championship game, it remains 2-0 in favor of the Steamfitters. Local 638, as is displayed across those beautiful jerseys. And again, for the jerseys and for so much more of this event, I have to thank our sponsor, Miller and Caggiano, attorneys at law. Kevin Wright rips the shot. Looking behind him was DeRose. He did get it with the blocker. Gonna take another look at this save from DeRose. Starts in the neutral zone. See, coming in with a lot of pace. Gets all of this shot from the slot area. DeRose looking behind him. He's got it. Ensuing face-off, won defensively by the Warriors. DeCarolis had to come off his stick. Now back in the possession of Kevin Wright. Wright with a head of steam into the zone. Playing it around. Good defensive stick. Allows the Warriors to come away with it. Satola shielding off Wright of the Kevin variety. Satola carrying wide. He'll safely bank it around, try to catch up with it, and now go for a change. Centering feed from Ray Pennington. Couldn't find a teammate. Now it's Kevin Wright once more for the 6-3-8. Cross corner dump. Attempting to skate it free was Baisley. Ends up back in the Warrior zone, ushering that one ahead, Connor Menig. And now DeCarolis, 2-on-1 developing. DeCarolis rips the shot wide. Back on the point, Kersh shot, never made it through. He's got to get back on defense. Condan centers, deflected wide. Big opportunity there for Kenny Wright. Now out in front, Condan scores. No chance for DeRose there. 3-0 Steamfitters by virtue of Tommy Condan. But watch the pass off the defensive zone turnover here. And it's a quick bang bang, all alone in front. DeRose, well, left hanging out to dry there. 3-0 for the 6-3-8. Condan, pressure still being applied. Good save made by DeRose. Quick D-to-D pass, Barry. Had Brett Clinch closing in on him defensively, and now here comes Kersh. Playing it on for Tim Quinlan. Long way. With the forechecker bearing down on him. Long way, perhaps looking for a call. He won't get one. Meanwhile, the centering pass Goes all the way through. $1:40 to go here, first period. 3-0 Steamfitters. Another seam pass. Unable to find its intended target of Kenny Wright, but still the pressure being applied by the 6'3", 8. Curbs. Trying to generate some offense for the LI Warriors. Beautiful move. Backhand shot fought off. Would have potentially been goal of the tournament there for Curbs if he had snuck that one past Rosenthal. He could not, and icing now called against the Steamfitters with 64 seconds remaining in period number 1. Live here in Northwell Health Ice Center, home of the LIU Sharks. Today, home of the Summer Shootout. The Warriors Summer Shootout. Heading into its final few games, coming to a close. Been a fantastic weekend, full of tons of support for those who serve our country in more ways than one. Kersh, Shields. Knocked off the puck. It's Pennington leading the charge the other way. Helped out by Timmons. Good defense from Barry. Springs Shields the other way. Shields. Puck got caught up and then poked away by the netminder. Trying to catch up with this puck, and doing so, Dumont. Nice pass. Timmons shot into the glove of Rosenthal and covered with 14.3 seconds remaining in this first period. Shields wins the defensive zone draw. Puck may escape the zone. It does not. Pennington kept it in only for a moment. Kersh will catch up with it. Pennington there as well. 2 seconds and 1. And the Steamfitters flex their muscles. In period number 1, they lead 3-0. Heading into the second period. A-Division Championship here live on LI Sports Network, here for the LI Warriors Summer Shootout. We'll be back in just a moment for the second period. So don't go anywhere. Stick around here on LISN. Welcome back here to Northwell Ice Center, East Meadow, New York. 3-0 Steamfitters. The second period of the A-Division Championship. Here, the Warriors Summer Shootout. LI Warriors have dug themselves into quite the hole. Look to begin to dig their way out of it. But to do that, you got to keep the Steamfitters off the board. That's exactly what DeRose just did there, stopping the one-timer on the 3-on-2. Satola will catch up with it and look to generate some offense for the Warriors. Nice find in Curbs. Near side, right wing. Curbs trying to send it in deep. Cut off and pushed on ahead by number 0 for the Steamfitters, Skoka. Anthony Skoka. Satola around for Longway. Backhanded one into open space. It's quickly reoccupied by Kevin Wright. Reversed to the near side. We're just over a minute gone by in this second period. Satola. Cross ice for Baisley, right on the tape. Baisley. Plenty of defenders back for the Steamfitters. Baisley finding his open man. Ricochets near side, and Warriors must reset. DeCarolis. Kept it in the zone. Curbs. Shot off the pad. And defender in front. Curbs has it back. Settles as a defender to his 6. He's got to look out. Curbs maintains possession. Puts one through and wide. DeCarolis on the carom. Pumps the brakes. Hands it back long way. Slap shot knocked down in front. A fearless block there from Steamfitter number 61, Luke Riley. 6-3-8 making a change, trying to take advantage are the Warriors that went through the stick of Baisley. Now losing his stick was Rosenthal. Can the Warriors take advantage? No. It's quickly and wisely cleared out by Josepher, and that allows time for Jake Rosenthal to get his stick back. Does, however, mean there is an offensive zone face-off here for the Warriors. Brett Clinch to take the face-off. Trying to get a one-timer off the draw there for Tim Quinlan. To no avail. Right back in come the Steamfitters. Stick to side by DeRose. DeRose will play it in behind. Quick passing beneath the goal line. Now Moran fakes a shot. Right pad save made by DeRose. All the way across where it's held in at the blue line by Jack Johnson. Johnson opened the scoring for Steamfitters. Chevalier. Weatherall backhand shot. Excellent chance there for Brett Clinch. Couldn't find the back of the net. Another good save from Rosenthal, who remains perfect. Weatherall. Played one in the feet of Pennington. Results in a turnover. Quickly the other way. Condan. Condan a drive. Save made by DeRose. Quick clearing attempt the other way. Chevalier unable to win the foot race. It's back with Pennington. Fired in by Quinlan. Rosenthal out to stop it. Keeps his stick this time and sends a pass ahead to Josepher. Josepher, second goal scorer of the game. Now here's Wright. Kenny Wright off the iron. Now back for Wright and just skips across his stick. Would have had a great look down low. A low shot deflected off the post. Rebound score. Kenny Wright. He wouldn't be denied. Buries it on the backhand for the 4-0 Steamfitter advantage. He's doing all right, Kenny. 4-0. And if there was a time to get one up on the board, that time would be now for the LI Warriors white team. Feldman trying to win the faceoff ahead. Instead, back come the 6-3-8. Feldman. We're going to get some space monitored well defensively by number 82, Patty Condan. Meanwhile, chance here for Shields is thwarted. Now a cross-ice pass, score despite the diving effort from DeRose. Burying the goal, number 77, Dylan Kersh. But this goal, as is the case in hockey at times, is all about the pass. And watch this pass here. Initiated by Patty Condan. Right onto the tape of Kersh, who makes no mistake. It is 5-0 Steamfitters as they are steamrolling, but hold on, no, what a poke check. Rosenthal says none of that on the breakaway bid from Baisley. The other way, it's Kersh. Ramps one wide. Counterattack opportunity, Satola. He's got a man going to the net. It's Baisley. Tries to get it to him. Broken up by an excellent back check provided by number 14, Evan Castellan. The careless shot. Blocked down in front. Flipped on goal. Handled by DeRose. We're under 10 minutes to go. 9 minutes, 30 seconds in this second period, where the Steamfitters have found themselves with a 5-0 lead, looking to add to it. Played on back that time by Riley. Now a chance, and an excellent glove save made by Rosenthal. He robbed Kieran Baisley, flashing the leather. And the score remains 5-0. Satola will take the offensive zone faceoff, and he will take it from Luke Riley. Won defensively by Luke. And attempting to gain the zone was Carlid. Carlio. To Carolus on his horse, using the speed to gain the zone with speed. Here is the shot, denied by Rosenthal. Excellent rush up ahead there from DeCarolus. Baisley keeps the cycle going. Jumped the stick of Satola. And now the Steamfitters move it out by way of Skoka. Baisley trying to get the puck back for the Warriors. Instead, here come the Steamfitters. To the net, denied by DeRose. Now DeCarolus. 2-on-3. Will force one to the middle. Satola picks it up off the end boards. Satola now to the far point. Cross corner flip. Shot attempt blocked. Now a pass out in front, just out of the reach of Satola. Pennington retrieves. Pennington centering feed. Blocked that time by Josepher. And now the Steamfitters can clear right back to Carolus. The Carolus shot deflected and ended up wide. Thrown back toward the goal off the side of the net. Rescued by Josepher. The backhander off the boards out of the zone. 7:30 to go. 5-0. You're tuned in to the Summer Shootout. Warriors Summer Shootout. 6th annual. Here on LI Sports Network, presented by Miller and Cario, attorneys at law. Chance for the Steamfitters goes through the slot area, out to the other side. Right on back to the far point. Slap shot wide. In a hold of that one, Casey Bartels. Bartels, he'll have another go at it. The captain takes that shot off a stick into the stands and becomes a souvenir. And now we see, I believe that's Thomas, who I had interviewed in the last game, the 13 to 16-year-old exhibition matchup. Favorite player was Matthew Kachuk. Thought that was a good answer. Off the post, rebound blocked. Another iron has been hit. Taking that last shot was Kenny Wright, already with a goal tonight. Or today, I suppose, or whatever time it is that you're watching this. If you're tuned in live, you're hearing this live, and a chance there is fended off by Rosenthal. Long way, chips it down low, around past clinch. Here's Kenny Wright. Goal already, sends one across. Josepher also with a Gino on the game, fanned on the shot. And now Curbs, who has been very noticeable out there, rips the shot, deflects up and into the netting. 5:32 to go, second period. So 5-0 in favor of the Steamfitters. Face off to the right of Rosenthal. Carried ahead now by the 6'3", that being Dylan Kersh. Now from Moran off the carom. Castellan had to come off his stick. Shields. Puck behind the net. And now coming away with it is Timmins. Timmins with Dumont, 2-on-2. Try to get it to Dumont. Broken up, good defensive play made by TJ Moran. 4:35 to go, second period. Steamfitters ahead 5-0. You're listening to the LI Warriors Summer Shootout here on LI Sports Network. Be right back. Timmins in to the zone, played it out for Feldman, ends up in behind. Dumont giving chase. Puck sent ahead by the Steamfitters. Long shot from Shields, deflected wide. Steered behind the net by netminder, and thought he's had himself quite the game here, Chris DeRose. Shields back with it. Shields finding Wright to the net. And Kevin Wright denied by DeRose. Now DeRose's helmet comes off of his head and a little shaken up on the play is DeRose. Luke Riley will take the face-off for the 6'3". He'll take it against Andrew Satola. DeRose looks like he is back ready to go. One of the few goaltenders that catches right. If I was a goaltender, I also would catch right, so like seeing it. Given away to Satola. Satola stood up at the blue line. Great poke check delivered by number 82, Patty Condan. And now it's Krotz, Tommy Krotz. Quick passing. Mione to Luke Riley. Back up top, Patty Condan. Dangerous D-to-D pass succeeds, and the cycle continues here for the Steamfitters. Now it's broken up by Kerbs. Kerbs down the left wing side, joined by DeCarolis and Satola. Kerbs feeding the front of the net off the skate, the outside of the skate of DeCarolis. DeCarolis with a little maneuver, trying to penetrate the middle of the ice. DeCarolis still wheeling around the zone. Still it is DeCarolis. DeCarolis some more, now Kerbs. Top of the zone, takes the shot, deflected and gobbled up by Jake Rosenthal. 2:47 to go, second period of the A Division Championship. Summer Shootout. LI Warriors, a fantastic tournament. Again, I want to thank each and every one of the interviewers, everyone who I've talked to today and yesterday. How kind, how just welcoming, and just an unbelievable play. You come on down if you can. It's not too late. Satola the shot, denied. Another great save there from Rosenthal. Rosenthal really the difference so far in this one. Right, the Condan. Condan a drive. Save made to Rose, and he'll pounce on it. And it's worth mentioning that there have been games going on here all through the night last night. As I'm looking at my producer, Sam Musnick. We weren't going all night with the broadcast. Not as stupid. It has been a marathon for the event organizers and runners. So another big thank you going the direction of COO Jimmy Calderon for really just putting on a fantastic event. Smash hit success. It's no wonder the Warriors were named the 2026 recipient of the Theodore Roosevelt Award. Back comes Wright. Kenny Wright mishandles. Kerbs was flying down the right wing side. Satola didn't quite see him, and now a deke at the line draws off sides. The Baisley, Kerbs, Satola line back out there. Oh, pardon, the Baisley, Satola, and DeAngelis line. Pardon, DeAngelis. Must have LA on the mind. 2-on-2 now. Potentially 2-on-1. The pass across comes now. Returned. Goal. Sweet, sweet passing. Tommy Condan ultimately buries it. DeRose didn't stand a chance. 6-0 Steamfitters. And you think one cross-ice pass is enough? Try two, and you've got a DeRose doing all he can. Not enough. Minute 27 remaining in this second period. It's a 6-0 game. 638, local 638. The New York City Long Island Pipe Fitters / Steamfitters putting on a show here at the Warriors Summer Shootout. As I look down at the crowd in front of me, I see a fan wearing a backwards hat with the 638, a shirt with a pipe fitter on it, American flag. He ought to be happy with how the local 638 have performed here today and all throughout this tournament. Tommy Condan centers a pass, another pass. Josepher to the point, Bartels. Wrist shot, sticked away, rebound. Condan to the point and just out of the reach of Captain Bartels. Clinch on the forecheck. Chevalier with a glance. 24 seconds remaining in the second period. Long shot from Condan, handled by DeRose. Warriors faithfully are trying to urge their team on. You always want to get at least one. Any game you play. Probably any sport. Get one. Well, unless you're golfing. And you don't want one. You want -1, -2, and so on. Producer Sam, do you be on the course? You get on the course much? You do. Have you parred? Do you? Yeah, you par. You par. You birdied? No birdies yet for Sam. I respect it. Had Chris Constantino on yesterday, president of the Theodore Roosevelt Association. They have a charity golf tournament that they're getting going soon. If you're interested in that, interested in anything, check us out. Long Island Sports Network, or LI Sports Network rather, .com/Warriors for all the tournament information. You also can find all the photos from this weekend over at AztecPhotos.com. That's AZTEK Photos.com. We're going to take a break here in between the second period, second intermission, third period coming your way in just a moment here on LI Sports Network. Third period underway, and into the back of the net just 8 seconds in. A gorgeous goal for Willie Shields. The extra point is good. It's 7-0 Steamfitters. See if the Warriors just get one. Satola. Backhanding it around. Tips one ahead. And just unable to connect there was Baisley to Curbs. Kersh back on in for the 6-3-8. Tries to set up Shields back door, getting in the way of it, DeRose. This pass intercepted. Satola, headman's Curbs. Curbs off the boards. Satola, slap shot off the stick of Rosenthal. So Curbs trying to get it back. Pennington, wrist shot off the stick of Curbs and wide. Baisley, one-timer, back on goal. It's stopped by Rosenthal. Satola Down and around, a shot from Curbs. Right bad save made by Rosenthal. 2 minutes into this third period, the one-timer from Rotherell. Swung on and missed. Pennington, great job to chip it ahead. Curbs, 2-0 Satola. Curbs, fake, shoots, scores! The LI Warriors are on the board. 7-1. And we're gonna get another look. It's a great turnover created there by Satola, and then Curbs, or pardon me, by Pennington, and now Curbs with Satola will fake that shot, freeze the netminder Rosenthal, and fire it between the pads. See if the LI Warriors can gain some momentum out of that goal. And that's what Quinlan's trying to do here. Quinlan pushes one to the high slot area. Nobody home for the Warriors. Cario got a piece of it, negating any icing. Steered around by DeRose. Now out in front. Here's a big chance for Riley, getting a piece. DeRose. Chevalier trying to clear Connaught. Riley back on it. And now it's Kevin Wright. Opportunity to clear here for Connor Menig. Does clear the zone. Moran puts her right back in for the 6-3-8. And now high-flying forecheck from David Wright. Kevin Wright. Got the Mets on the mind. As Sam mentioned, they had won 3 straight series. But that isn't that what the Mets do each year? They make you believe a little bit before they really just yank your heart out. Wright denied. Kevin Wright absolutely stonewalled by Chris DeRose. Cario over to Josepher, near circle. Josepher, backdoor. That's hockey. That's beautiful. Cario, the tap-in setup from Josepher. 8-1 is your new score. Here's the give. He's going to go. Here's the return pass. And all DeRose can do there is look skyward. Steamfitters. The 8-1 advantage. On their way to becoming A Division champions. Warriors playing for pride, as really all these players are. Families and an opportunity to rebuild that camaraderie they had while serving. Long way. Harassed by Wright. That is Kenny Wright. Kenny to Condan. And that finds the back of the net. Multiple goals for Tommy Condan. And the score 9-1. So as the Northwell Ice Center plays Stony Brook's own Blue Oyster Cult. Face-off is dropped. Condan. Handing it back for the further play of Kevin Barry. Monig's pass all the way down. Negating an icing there is Rosenthal. Bartels over the line on side. Sauced it across, goes right off the foot of Tommy Condan. Josepher. Backhands went along. Briefly tapped the stick of Menig. Menig on the forecheck, trying to wreak some havoc. Dumont to the point. Pennington Low wrist shot, missed the net just wide. Back here with Timmins. Now here's Condan, shoots, scores. And if he didn't have one already, he does now a hat trick for Tommy Condan. As the Steamfitters hit double digits, their 10th goal of the game. All aboard the steamroller, that is the Steamfitters, 638 local. And pipe fitters. I'm going to be totally honest with you. Before this tournament, I was unaware a pipe fitter was even a thing. But it makes sense. You got to fit the pipes. And they're fitting them well out on the ice here. It's 10-1 over the LA Warriors. Shields shot. That goes wide. That pass off the skates of Curbs. Out to play at Rosenthal, just out of the reach of the outstretched Satola. Kersh will play it cross ice for Castellon. Castellon coughed it up, but the breakout pass intercepted. Back came the Steamfitters, only for a moment. Wetherill. Now Satola. Through the legs of Shields, on its way to Baisley. Baisley, unable to break through the defense, kept alive at the point. Long shot from Longway, ends up wide. Back on a cross, Longway fired it toward the goal, was knocked down. Now Baisley out in front between the legs. Satola is denied by Jake Rosenthal. Just under 6 minutes remaining, third period. D-zone win for the Steamfitters. Long way. Wrist shot, blockered away by Rosenthal. Rebound out of midair. Curves with that shot. Steamfitters break out. Shields with Kersh to his right. Try to get it to Kersh. Does. Too hot to handle. Before it was a reality television show, Too Hot to Handle was simply a phrase people used. And I can't help but think about it every time I say it on one of these games. Well, I'm not obviously talking about the reality television show. It became quite the hit. Bars were even playing it. Here's Satola. That in Love Island. The only island that matters, that being the Long Island Warriors and their summer shootout. Drawing to a close. Chevalier. Unable to make much happen, and then Kevin Wright emptied to the ice. Stretch pass ahead, caught up in the skates of Cario. Pennington tries to feather one through. Eventually found its way over to Satola. To Chevalier. Timmins on the forecheck. Chevalier. That was Quinlan on the forecheck. Kevin Wright. Eventually came at DeRose. He was able to make the save. Now Brett Clinch trying to charge his way to the front of the net. He's boxed out well defensively by Tommy Krotz. Menig for clinch. Drop pass intended for Pennington, intercepted. And now here comes Kevin Wright on the breakaway. Blocker save made by DeRose. Just over 3 minutes to go here in the third period. And if you're still with us, thank you so much for tuning in to this tournament all the way through here on LI Sports Network. You could do us a favor and hit subscribe. Follow us on social media at LI Sports Network. Plenty of coverage from pretty much any LI Long Island hockey you can think of. We've got it covered for you. And that also includes some Connecticut there. And much, much more. LI Sports Network. So doing plenty of work. The NYPD, FDNY, Suffolk County Police Department, and their various events. Of course, 2 years now in a row, we have covered the FDNY NYPD game, the Heroes game. Played at UBS Arena. Sells out each and every year. Of course, get tons of streams. Wetherill. Cross for Longway, Joe Longway. The Warriors have another goal in them. Trying to make that happen was Feldman. That's quickly the other way. Into the zone, Kersh. Over to Shields. Cario as well. Pardon, that's Skoka. Down and around for Shields. Shields stripped of the puck by Feldman, by Wetherill. Still not out. Bartels goes all the way across. Another seam pass, unable to connect to Shields. He'll take it off the boards. Bartels. Round 4, Cario. Final minute here in the Division A Championship. Save, rebound. That'll float wide. Shields. Centers. Bartels. And the 6-3-8. Not necessarily trying to get much on goal. Playing keep away in these final moments before they are crowned champions. Dumont. Get one more. The sentiment here for the LA Warriors. There it is. No. Great chance in front there for Timmins. Could not find the back of the net. And with 7 seconds left, looks like that'll be the last real chance. Congratulations to the local 638 Steamfitters Union, New York City LI Pipe Fitters. You are the Warrior Summer Shootout Division A champions. And emphatically so, 10-1 over the LI Warriors White. So in just a moment, the trophy presentation will commence. I see right there across the way in the scores table, the scores box. They've got the trophy there. But of course, the greatest tradition in hockey, my humble opinion, the handshake line. Again, this has been the Warriors Summer Shootout presented by Miller and Caggiano, attorneys at law. Congratulations to the Steamfitters Local 638 your 2026 6th Annual Warrior Summer Shootout Champions, Division A. Gonna send it down now to the public address announcer for the reading and commencement of the championship trophy. There you got the team photo for the Steamfitters commemorating their Division A championship. Breaking news here. LI Warriors E Division champions. That just happened. 2-1 in the shootout. The 6th round. So congratulations to the LI Warriors. Boston Warriors, your E Division champions. Not enough caffeine in my system, I'd say. Steamfitters, they're your Division A champions. They win it 10-1 over the LI Warriors White. Thank you so much for tuning in. On behalf of our entire crew, that includes cameraman Justin, producer Sam Musnick, producer Travis Quigley. My name is Ryan Brannigan saying so long. Until next time, as always, please have a great day.